to get closer to me, this is what you're going to get in return.
And
yeah, you play if you can even hold a session.
okay, this is the last frame of the day. Back we go.
Well, he has got that draw in the session, of course, already, because they've played 8 frames and it's 4 each. But it's amazing, really, having seen Barry make the 1-3-3. The very next frame, he had a long pot, which is one he's been knocking in for the last 10 or so frames, and he missed that one. Ronnie pounced with that 103, and then a couple of poor safety shots in that frame, and Ronnie once again made him, in my opinion, was the best break of the match so far, 106, and he was in and out of balk and had to play cannons. It was a really good break. It was a really tough break, and that was probably one of the best breaks in the match. Well, Barry Hawkins going to tomorrow afternoon session, 1 down or 3.
Foul. And a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan foot. Yeah. How's that, Barry?
Yeah, Barry again.
Bring it up.
I'm just trying to get the outside edge of this red. It's a tough shot. There is the red down the right-hand side of the table. Both players are having a look at, and the referee having a look at the monitor. Yeah, that's where it was.
I thought it was about a ball and a half. No. No, it was about a ball and a half.
Yeah, Ronnie's saying it's a little bit tighter, but that's pretty
close.
close.
On the side, and it was about a ball and a half, so it might be a little bit closer. You happy with that? Yeah. Ronnie? Thank you.
He's got to be careful here. If he misses it this time, he'll be warned. He's missed it. So now that puts a bit more pressure on this shot. And that's why he's coming down the end of the table, because he's definitely going to be hitting this ball. Almost half ball. He's going to try and leave the cue ball. There you see Bahas is warning Barry Hawkins. He must hit a red, because if he doesn't hit a red this time, he will lose the frame. And that's why he's reluctant to play this shot, because he wanted to try and leave the cue ball and the red almost straight, and he hasn't. He's left a slight angle. But these, as we've seen before, are very, very difficult down the rails, and that's why Ronnie, I don't blame him for this, refusing the shot, because not only refusing the shot, but keeping Barry Hawkins under a little bit of pressure. Excellent safety.
I think if it hadn't been the last frame of the night, and he realises the importance of either taking a 3-frame lead or a 1-frame lead, he would have took that red on. But he's such a good thinker under pressure. He knew that it was missable and decided to play safety.
This looks very short, and he may be leaving a red into the right centre. This is quite a long way short. Red into the top corner, green pocket, but also the red that's on the pink spot goes into the right centre, and this will certainly open things up if Ronnie gets this.
This looks like he's probably screwing back on and off the cushion for the black, or he's played a little cannon for the pink. Not ideal. The 3 reds above the black. I think only the middle one pots in the corner. I'm not sure whether the bottom one does. So whatever cannon he has, he's got to get it just right. And that hasn't turned out okay, unless there's a plant. There's one available in the middle of hampered queuing. The plant's obviously not a certainty. I was surprised he played for the pink on the previous red, to be honest, but Ronnie is a genius, so I'm sure he'll dig his way out of it somehow.
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
Well, I don't know
8.
about you, Ken. That's the farthest I've seen Ronnie miss a putt like that, and he can't believe it, can he? I mean, he's been doctoring his tip all the way through this match, and having made kind of 4 centuries, there's not a lot wrong with his tip, surely. But he gave it a real good sing to before this frame started, and maybe that softened it up a little bit. But I've never seen him miss a putt by that far. This is the chance to win the session 5-4 and close within 1. And that would be a tremendous performance on the first day of your first ever World Championship final.
Yeah, he just had a quick look at the couple of reds below the pink. We'll pot into this bottom right hand corner pocket. A little bit short of pace, but still okay. He can
6.
stay on the black here. Oh, first sign of pressure from both players now.
Barry Hawkins, 6.
I think both of them realise the importance of this frame, Willie.
So hard to understand, isn't it? They've both been in absolutely super form. But, you know, for Barry's confidence, obviously, to close within 1 would be an amazing feat, the way that Ronnie's played. And I'm afraid that was a twitch. That wasn't anything other than bad alignment, and probably just snatched a little bit at it. I didn't expect him to miss that one. But it hasn't done any damage. One thing that has impressed me, I don't think I've seen Ronnie play better safety than when he was with Ray Reardon. I don't know what year that was, when he won the championship when he was working with Ray Reardon, but that's the best safety Ronnie's ever played in a final at the Crucible, but this is a very, very close second. Well, believe it or not, that must have been a pot. Once again, hasn't left anything straightforward. He can get to the red that's to the right of the blue, but he's not playing that, so just another safety. And once again, you can see the way Ronnie's looking around the table to see where the white's finishing. Usually when he's not feeling good with himself, he just, okay, he's a brilliant safety player, but he knows where the ball's going to go, but he's actually interested to see where it finishes. He's really digging deep in this, what is the final frame of the evening session. And Barry at the minute is telephoning his shots in.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
He might as well be in the telephone box saying, I want to play that one, because he's struggling at the minute.
Yeah, he's just gone completely off the boil. Well, we've had 3 centuries in a row. It's nice to see that both guys are still human after all, Willie. Well, I think both of them realised the importance of this last frame.
That's amazing, isn't it? The last 4 shots he's played, he's hardly hit the right side of the ball.
He seemed to rush into that pot a little bit.
What a great picture of that. The wonder of why it's going wrong all of a sudden. Ronnie's not pleased with that one.
1.
Well, if Barry gets a chance to win the frame, and he does do, he'll forget about all those last few shots, but he goes to bed having missed all those shots, he'll be suddenly thinking what's going on. But what a good recovery this is. Needed a little flick on the red, didn't get it.
6.
You can almost see Ronnie thinking, well, do I take this on or not? Because I've got Barry at the minute struggling. If he misses it, he knows he'll stick it up.
I wonder will he play the double here? Try and stay on the green there. Brown.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 6.
Barry's got the same choice. There is a long pot on, but the way he's queuing at the moment, I'd suggest leaving it alone. Just looking if he puts the cue ball somewhere where it is now, he'll get Ronnie in trouble. Needs the red somewhere near where the red is on the blue spot. That'll be pretty helpful. Well, certainly in the middle of the table. I don't know whether they played the double or not, but he's not played it as he wanted. Look where the cue ball is.
Yes, and what's worse, he's left those couple of reds on the pink spot, the bottom one of the two pots in here. So free shot here for Ronnie. Must be close, if not in. Yeah. And that'll be very disappointing from Barry Hawkins' point of view. Should never have been on that red.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
It almost rolled off.
I think Ronnie suggested it did. Well, it looked like it was hitting full ball, Ken, didn't it? And definitely swung a little bit.
Almost missed it, didn't he?
Yes, if the green had been on its own spot at that speed, he probably would have missed it. And Barry's going to have to play a good safety. I think you can see the edge of this ball.
Sorry, Barry.
Yeah, well, that's
Okay,
just-
that'll do. Thank you, thank you.
Clever shot, that. Say clever shot, he'd have liked to have screwed it back another foot, but at least it's got the cue ball back in baulk. At this moment in time, you can't see Barry winning this safety battle, but that's what he's going to have to do to get back into this frame. He trails by 25 points. But such is Ronnie's safety in this last frame. Every time Barry comes to the table, he's got a difficult safety shot to reply. Trying to take the white over the pink spot and back into the baulk area, off the red to the right of the blue there. But he's got to hit it exactly right.
Yeah, something like that. The red that's closest to the right middle, of course. He's got to come off that perfectly. Missed the reds below the pink spot and then back up somewhere behind the green. But he must hit it perfect. Pretty tough shot.
That was the shot I fancied him playing, Ken, but he looks of trying to find an alternative if he doesn't think that's on, but it looks on from our commentary position. Maybe he's worried about kissing the blue on the way back. So he's not playing the shot we've suggested. He wouldn't have played this shot either if the black would have been available, so that's quite a clever shot really, with the black being out of commission.
Yeah, but he may find himself down in that position once more. It's a decent safety shot, but the problem is you just hand the initiative into your opponent's corner. Ronnie would love to. He's looking down behind the yellow, but he'd love to get down behind the brown, somewhere close to where the cue ball was before. You can come off the red that's closest to the right hand side cushion, just clip off that up the right hand side of the table. But he wants to try and keep that red as tight to that cushion as possible, because that creates problems for Barry Hawkins. And And that's why he's tried to put another red safe, because he's sort of nursing that 24 point lead. That's pretty good from there.
And the perfect weight, because the red just above the pink will cut into the corner. And he's purposely got it perfect weight to leave that not on. Use that cue ball to slow down. There's a couple of reds Ronnie can take on here and get the cue ball back into the ball carrier.
Yeah, red next to the pink pots. Up behind the green with the cue ball. Well, he's left Barry now a half chance.
Well, his facial expressions are showing you, when you consider he's played that white into balk again there. Obviously he's played the pot, but he's completely mistiming things at the minute. Well, his pace of the table at the moment is pretty good, but left a long one on this time, and there's just about enough room around the back of the black, but once again, he's not cued well in the last 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, this is going to be a real test, isn't it? He's got to stay absolutely still on this shot. Bit of pressure on this one. Well played. Excellent pot.
Well, having seen the previous 4 or 5 safety shots he's played, that is up there with one of the best shots he's played tonight under pressure.
Three. Four.
Needs to get top side of the blue. The 2 reds that are above the black there, the 2 reds farthest away, are they both pot in the left-hand corner, but he'd love to get onto the middle red of the 3 that's just below the black, and then he can play that little cannon onto that red. Now, whoa, how's the angle? Unfortunately for him, no good, it's straight. Just 2 inches difference without making it a chance to win the frame there.
10.
Cued up very, very well. Perfect angle on the pink. Those 2 reds below the pink. Certainly the bottom one does pot.
$16.
We saw Ronnie O'Sullivan a couple of shots ago clip one of those reds onto the right hand side cushion. That may come to his rescue later on in this break. Barry is going to need those 2 reds if he's going to go and win the frame from this position.
17. $22.
Might be worth playing this screw shot hard here, because the other red could kiss the other red away from the black. I thought he was playing the top red there. He made a missed a trick there. He could have played the screw off that top red, because until he gets rid of that red, it's not a frame winner. If he played the top red and screwed off it and gone up for blue or pink, he'd have freed the red and black. So this time he has to get the angle right. And with the angle he has on the pink, there's every chance he could do just that. How's the angle this time? Amazingly enough, this is the longest frame
29.
of the match so far, the first frame over 20 minutes. But there's a bit of tension in this frame. And once again, you see he's played such a poor shot getting on that red. He was perfect on the pink, so should have got the angle.
Well, he tried to bring the red and black into play there, but was it
36.
a fuller contact on that black? This is not easy. Back into a blind pocket. Well played. How's your position?
37.
Not great, but has he got an angle? I'm potting this blue to try and bring another red into play. Well, I'm surprised he hit it so softly. Made sure of the pot,
42.
of course, but he could have used a little bit more pace there, being a little bit more aggressive and tried to bring this red a little bit more open into the table.
Yeah, the fact that he's 17 in front, he would try and pot this red, but I would have thought he'd try and bring the other red into play because it's missable, this red, but he is trying to do that. It was very dangerous to do that, but the red has not
Barry
been brought
Hawkins,
into play.
42.
There's one thing we said, if Barry Hawkins can come out of this session at 9-8, I mean, he'll certainly sleep better than Ronnie. I mean, Ronnie's played brilliantly, really. 4 centuries, a couple of other sizable breaks, and there's a possibility he could only lead 9-8. So Barry Hawkins will definitely be the more pleased of the two if he could just win this last frame. Well, the only
6.
way to make this last red easy is to play for the black, but he's stunning it in.
7.
So purposely trying to leave an angle on the pink, and he hasn't done that. So he's going to have to play the blue now with a lot of side and try and rest the cue ball in between pink and black. So this will be a positional shot to play. And if you're not pleased with the table, you know, doesn't fancy it, so he's only going to be playing a safety shot after this pink. He's trying his heart out, isn't he, to win this last frame.
13. On your Sullivan.
No, he's played
13.
that very, very well indeed. Excellent shot. The fact that the red has come away from the ball cushion as well just makes this a little bit more difficult. Of course, the age-old problem, not hitting the red, getting it safe. Yeah, there was just enough room, and he's going to leave a free ball, and
Miss.
this could be crucial. He's got the pink as a free ball, and that's an absolute disaster for Barry Hawkins there. Not quite sure why he had to play it so pacey.
Pink ball.
Needs an angle on this pink. Doesn't want it to be dead straight.
1.
Maybe just okay. Yeah, he's got a slight angle just to screw back. Miss the middle pocket where he's going to be cueing. Avoid the kiss on the brown. Watch the cue ball here. He's got to miss that brown. Great shot. It's not too bad. Maybe he's happy with that.
7.
And he can't hit it slow enough to get onto the pink, so he may decide to come all around the back of the pink and get onto pink or blue. he plays it slowly, he could get onto the pink, but he's going to be virtually straight on the pink if he plays it slow. Decided to risk playing the slow shot, but as I said, he's going to be virtually straight on this pink. I didn't see the value of playing for the pink there at all.
8.
Bemused. Trying to get the cue ball just 3 or 4 inches to the right of the black. Oh, listen, has he played that?
Well, you won't see many better safety shots than that. Played to perfection.
Well, as JV always says, it's not hitting them, it's getting them safe. He's hit it. Has he got it safe? Has he got it safe? He needs to pull up. Oh, we haven't seen Ronnie play too many of these deep screw shots. Judd Trump would love this shot, wouldn't he? But how's Ronnie going to play it? Well, he decided not to screw back, but to run through.
2.
Almost perfect, but the green doesn't look on.
Yeah, he hasn't had a look at the score, but this green is very important. He didn't go for that. He was trying to get a snooker behind the pink and black, and he may have played another absolute... What a shot he's played there.
Sullivan 2.
Yeah, a lot of who's and ahs in the crowd, but he didn't play the putt there. And that's a fantastic snooker.
Oh, no wonder Barry's scratching his head. I mean, goodness me. We've seen 2 of the best safety shots we've seen in the whole tournament in the last 10 minutes. This is by far and away the longest frame, coming up to 28 minutes. But in some ways, it's been the most exciting.
Well, would you believe it?
3.
Well, it's Barry's turn to try and get the cue ball. His target would be to kiss the black, so he can play twice across. The brown's going to be naturally safe. It's just a case of missing the blue. He's got to miss the blue by an absolute fraction to get this shot right. Yeah, I'm not too sure it was on because the blue was in the way. But it's got plenty of distance between cue ball and object ball. There's only 7 points in it. This is cuttable, but I'm not too sure he can hold for the blue. Is it there again for the 3rd time in this frame? Is it there again for the 3rd time in this frame?
Wow, good effort. Good effort. But... Well, is there a gap? Can he get... Can he see this brown and even pot it? This would be unbelievable. Oh, what a shot. He just had enough gap.
4.
He has a quick look at the scores. He's 11 ahead. He just needs the blue.
Yes, a massive 4 points that for Ronnie, because obviously Barry needs the 3 balls. So even if he leaves this blue on, he's going to have to play a good shot to get the angle on the pink to be able to get on the black. So it was a massive 4 points, that was. Brilliant shot on the brown. Now the little tinker's trying to knock the pink safe, but he's not even
Neil
hard
Sullivan
enough.
4.
Well, will he play the slow roll, try and drop this blue into the corner pocket? He could try and play the snooker, of course, as well, but will he try and take this blue on? Decisions. Decisions.
Well, he did play it, Ken, but you know what's going to happen here. The white will be kissing the black and he'll be behind the pink again. Oh, he's underhit this. Oh, that was careless for Ronnie. This is cuttable in the middle. So much margin of error there, Ken, didn't he? The fact that the black was where it was. He could just play the cannon on the black. It was bound over the snooker.
Yeah, he just got too much side, but as you said, this blue was cuttable. Definitely worth having a go at this.
It's a tough safety shot, isn't it, to play it any other way?
Well, if he plays it hard, cue ball will definitely be coming down close to the pink, so as long as he doesn't undercut it. If he undercuts it, he'll definitely leave it up. If he overcuts it, he may still come out safe.
Good thinking. How's the cue ball? He needs it to bounce about 8 or 9 inches so he can get onto the black. Oh, it's tough. The pink he can pot, the black probably not. Well, there's Barry's friends and family, mother, father, sister. They've got the fingers crossed here because this is a huge frame. The pink's there.
11.
Decision time. Do you play the cutter on the cushion or do you play the guaranteed safety shot?
Quietly, please.
It's a safety.
Oh, he's overhit it.
Barry Hawkins, 11.
Overhit it. The crowd knew it straight away. Ronnie knew it straight away. He was up out of that chair.
Right, settle
so
down,
quick.
please. Thank you.
Black for the frame.
Seven and a frame.
Well, what a tremendous flat, what a tremendous frame. Both players have been very pleased with a night's
Great game,
play.
guys. Thank
The
you.
crowd standing ovation for these two great players. They've treated us